Welcome to Fantastic Fiber Friday, and I figure I'll start out right away with the contest winner because I was kind of excited about this contest. I love the entries that come in, and Rose won the naming contest by, her entry was called, she wanted to call it Pixie Dust, and I think that is an awesome name for this, and I like it. So Rose, you win, and what you win, because I didn't tell anybody what they were winning, is this gorgeous set. I don't know how well I can get them close to the camera, but I'll try. 5 stitch markers, handmade by my friend Wendy. And they're little toggle stitch markers, so they've got these nice little toggles on them. And I hope you enjoy them. I will be getting a hold of you to get your address so I can get these sent out. Congratulations. The new colorway here at the Fiber My Bean is called Pixie Dust. I love this color. I can't wait to spin some of that up. Also, some unfinished business from last week. I heard from a couple of you on Ravelry because I was wearing my lovely Midwinter Wanderer, which I'm not wearing today because I'm really kind of warm. And I didn't show it off, and I apologize, and one lady said, into the box of shame with you. Yes, into the box of shame with me. So here is the Midwinter Wanderer. It's the back where all the cables are, and the front. And I'm going to kind of show you the shaping because the shaping is rather unique. And it did turn out absolutely lovely. It has been one of my favorite accessories to wear since I finished it. I would definitely use this yarn again. It was Peru. Oh gosh, I can't remember the name of the company. Anyway, I will put the name of the company down below. I will look it up. But yes, there is one finished Midwinter Wanderer. And now I can crawl out of the box of shame. Now I'm going to go on to my spinning, which I've done quite a bit of this week. I actually haven't done any knitting this week at all. I basically have been spinning all week. And here I just had spun up a 1 ounce bat of, it was a sample I was playing with when I first started working with the silk blanks, where I pulled off some silk blank and I carded it up into some Corridale and a little bit Firestar. And I went ahead and spun it, and then I applied it with a silk strand. Yeah, the Hubs is behind the camera again, and his radio is going off, so try to keep that to a minimum, but we'll do what we can. Anyway, so that's one thing I spun up this week. This was a total silk blank that I had spun up earlier in the year, and it was still sitting on the bobbin. And I was kind of debating what I wanted to ply it with or what I wanted to do with it. And our kitty cats are over here making noise, which is grabbing our attention too. And I'm sorry if you can hear the construction outside. I apologize for that. I tried to wait till they were done, but I didn't want to lose too much daylight. But this was a silk blank that I had spun up, and I decided to spin it up all nubbly. So, whoa! Okay, kitty attack. He decided to come running and try jumping up on the table and knocking everything down. Naughty kitty. Into the basket of shame with you. You need to go find your basket of shame. Come here. You need to get out of the way of the camera. Porky. Come here. Come here, poor chum. Ah. Hi. How about you sit here? Okay? He's going to climb down. Alright. So this is a silk blank that I went ahead and, with the leftovers I had from my Color Affection shawl, the blue North Ronaldsay, I had enough of it left that I plied it up with that, and I tried to ply it around it a little bit, almost to cover the yarn. And then, thank you, babe. Appreciate that.
It's the cat.
I swear, I'm going to turn the camera on you.
No.
Oh, yes.
I'll break it.
You won't even know. I'll use it like a trail camera. Okay. On to the fiber. I'm so sorry. I applied this with that North Ronaldsay wool, and then actually I couldn't believe how much of this silk that I ended up with, because it was only, when I cut out the sheet, it was only an ounce, 1 3/4 ounces. And so I spun it and I ran out of the wool, and then I was able to turn it around and spin it back upon what was left of the single of the silk. And I still had some left over, which I made into this bracelet. I just kept spinning it back upon each other. So it was amazing how much yarn you actually get out of that tiny little 1 3/4 ounces that I had. And I was just absolutely floored. So this is actually a 3-ply, 2 plies of the silk blank and 1 ply of wool. And I love how nubbly it turned out. I tried to create nubs on purpose and make it lumpier and bumpier, like that. It was just fun to work with. And then for the bracelet, all I did is I took what was left at the end, and I just kept spinning it and spinning it and spinning it back upon itself until it was this length. And then I ran a piece of jewelry cord through the ends to hold them together and threw a couple beads on it. I don't know if you can see that very well. Here, I'll turn this way. That'd probably be better. But just a really cute little bracelet from the leftovers. So I actually got quite a bit out of my silk blank. That I was way more than what I expected. So, give you one last look at that. And then I'll move on to my other spinning, which was the Aran colorway that had started earlier this year from, where was it from? Mainwood's Fiber and Yarn, that I've had in my stash for quite some time. And I finally got it all finished and got it plied up. I have no clue how much I have here because I haven't yet counted my rounds, but I do know my nitty naughty is 60 inches. So I can go from there. And I just love the way this came out. It's gorgeous. And I love the way this yarn just kind of goes, it looks kind of skinny. It looks like I had spun it really super skinny until I actually set the twist and dunked it in water, and then it just goes poof. So, and puffs out beautifully and becomes this beautiful fluffy mass. So this turned out really, really good. And that was all for my spinning for the week. I do want to show you some fiber I put in the store this last week, because some people were asking me a little bit more about combed angora. So I have some here. Some lovely combed angora. These are already up in the shop. This is Little Girl. This is actually, this whole bit here is 1 1/8 ounces. So you get quite a lot of angora for your money, because it's like dandelion fluff. It's so light. So an ounce of this goes a long way. And that was Little Girl. And I have blues here too, and blue seems to be a favorite. His color is so gorgeous that he seems to be a favorite with people. So I figured I'd let you guys know that he's in the shop, and usually he don't stay too long. And this is blue's color, and this is plucked and combed. And I just love how stormy it looks. It reminds me of a stormy day. Sometimes, depending on when we pluck his fiber or how his fiber was to come, it almost looks like the clouds before a thunderstorm. Just amazing color. He's got a lot of color. And there's 1 5/8 ounces of this. Whoop. I'm losing fiber. There we go. But those are a couple new things that I put in the shop this week. I think there's like 2 or 3 other, clip fibers. Yeah. I had clipped a couple of the boys because I kind of had to, even though I don't really like to do that in the winter. And so they're in the shop also, along with all the new knitting jewelry. And there was a couple new bats, I believe, too. And these will be going in soon, too. This will be in by next week. So if you want to order some pixie dust, it'll be in there. And that is all that we have for this week. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week.